We have a newsroom in Jerusalem, and Trey Yingst mans that for us. He's live on the phone with us this Thursday night from Jerusalem. Trey, what have you learned?
Well, Chef, this is a major development. What we saw today was an Egyptian delegation entering the Gaza Strip to try to develop some sort of ceasefire agreement between Israel and Gaza. It appeared that that agreement was close to being signed. It was so close that the Israelis had responded with information that they were going to be on the same page as Hamas. What we have seen tonight, a major escalation. It does appear, according to the Israeli Defense Force, that 2 rockets were fired from the Gaza Strip towards central Israel. We have not seen this sort of rocket fire since the war back in 2014. That was Operation Protective Edge. And the Israelis very much see Tel Aviv as a red line for rocket fire, Chef. So what we saw today, 2 rockets fired towards central Israel. The IDF confirming that the Israeli Defense Force that at least one of those rockets was intercepted. Oftentimes they can track these rockets using this technology to see if it's going to hit a civilian area. It appears, again, that one was intercepted. The Israelis right now likely deciding what their response will be inside the Gaza Strip. And again, those reports from the Jerusalem Post indicating that Islamic Jihad is behind these rockets that have been fired tonight. From what we know, that is at least accurate according to the reporting in the Jerusalem Post. Yep.
Thank you. The activation of the sirens there in Tel Aviv is a matter of note, in that the sirens haven't even gone off in Tel Aviv for 2 years, and when it happened 2 years ago, that was turned out to be a false alarm. So often when there is military activity, incursions in the Gaza and elsewhere in the southern part of Israel, Tel Aviv is a place where life continues almost completely uninterrupted. There are times when there's warring activity happening down in Kiryat Shmona, and up in Tel Aviv, people are having coffee on the sidewalks and going about their day like nothing at all is happening, because Tel Aviv is so often immune to this sort of thing. Well, in this case, a couple of rockets were fired in that direction. We've just gotten that from the Israeli army, and it reports at least 2, causing the alerts to blare throughout central Israel and across Tel Aviv itself. According to the Israeli military, Iron Dome missile defense system did indeed intercept one of the rockets. And now from Haaretz, a newspaper there, Israelis reported hearing sounds of the blasts in the area, with some saying they saw the Iron Dome missile defense system intercepting the rockets. A projectile, a little recent history, a projectile was launched at Israel on Saturday night, so 5 days ago, and that prompted Israel to conduct airstrikes on a number of targets in the Gaza Strip. All of this as the prime minister there is facing enormous troubles, both politically and legally, and so many complaints from the Gaza about services and goods which are unavailable to people in the territories there. So a little bit more about what I'm getting. First time the red alert rocket sirens went off in a real incident since 2014, as was just reported by Trey Yingst. And the Israeli Defense Forces now confirm all of this. They call it Home Front Command there, which sort of gives the orders within the country, has not given any special instruction to Israelis, and the Home Front Command says they can continue to operate as normal. So a couple of rockets, systems worked, tensions are high, it's late in the evening, approaching midnight, and this incident at least appears to be over. A scare in Israel, and nothing to indicate that these tensions, which have existed for quite some time, are going to be alleviated, at least not anytime soon.